What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's my second post today. It is Friday here before Labor Day weekend. Hope you guys are having a great day so far and have some really good plans ahead for the weekends. I'm not going to be doing too much, so I'll be here updating you guys on what's going on in the charts here. So we do have Bitcoin currently down almost 2%, as much as almost, well, last time I saw it was about 2%. In that 25K area range. So we're going to see what is going to go on with Bitcoin, how that could affect the altcoins, because Bitcoin is the main driver of the crypto markets here. We're going to be taking a look into Sand token, which is the sandbox. That will be the main topic of this post. Going to be taking a look into the setup that it is in terms of the charts. Could it actually break out of a reversal setup, or is there more downside for this token? So gonna be taking a look into that, some upside and downside price targets, as well as key price levels to be looking for in order for the market to break, to go either direction. Going to be giving you guys my personal sentiments and opinions on this market as well later in this video. So make sure to stay around. Of course, just want to mention, none of this is financial advice. It's my sole opinion on this market. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits in the last bear markets. But I am looking to crush it here in the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Let's go right into the charts here. So we do have Sand pulled up here at about 30 cents. 30.3 cents here on this weekly time frame is my main focus, because I want to talk about this reversal pattern, which is it usually has a bullish breakout, right? It's a falling wedge pattern, right, where we can see it more clearly on this 3-day time frame. Excuse me. So let's switch to the 3-day time frame here, because I like seeing 3 wicks touching, at least one that's very close. I would consider that to be touching, so that gives validity to the trend line. You want 3 touches on a trend line. Okay. So switch it to a time frame where you can actually see 3 touches, and then we could switch back and forth between time frames and look at moving averages, supports, and resistances. So on this time frame here, on this 3-day time frame, we do have a falling wedge pattern, which is usually a reversal pattern, which would be a bullish breakout. That's usually okay. Not absolutely okay. So this is what I'm looking at. Price action has been in this pattern for quite some time, for since February of this year. And currently, I mean, it has been up to about 94 cents, as much as now it's basically back down to almost about a third of its recent highs, right? Less than a third of its recent highs. Currently, it is down about 2% today. I'm sure it's it's with the rest of the crypto markets being pulled down by that Bitcoin move. So that Bitcoin move is very important. The Bitcoin setup on the weekly time frame is also very important. I've talked extensively on that on my first post today. So if you guys are interested in what I'm saying there, do take a look. But currently, let me just do a very quick recap. The very bearish case scenario here is if Bitcoin starts breaking about 24.7K here on this chart, which is the Coinbase chart. That's going to start to look like this double top pattern is going to play out. We do have the weekly 50 SMA here at about 24K. That could be a support. But after seeing how the price action has basically destroyed the weekly 200 SMA, the daily 200 SMA, I'm not sure if this is going to be too much of a support. I mean, that's just my sole opinion. Of course, there could be exceptions, right? It could get a major bounce, but that's just it's not looking likely at this time in terms of probability wise. Right. So basically double top pattern, measure target breakdown from this double top pattern, which is still a very possible scenario here. Takes us down to about 17K area, right? That is one scenario. A very bearish case scenario. The other scenario is, well, basically price action has went back to touch this weekly 200 SMA getting rejected, right? This rising channel pattern is still very valid. If this price action breaks down from this rising channel pattern, it's also not a surprise because that is usually a bearish pattern as well. However, the third case scenario is the price action comes up to this upper trend line, then it looks like this cup and handle pattern on this weekly time frame is more in play, and that's a much more bullish pattern for Bitcoin and as well as a lot of the crypto markets. That's what I'm seeing. So definitely, if you're a bull, you don't want to see Bitcoin breaking 24.7K. Okay. Let's see here. We do have Sandbox, Sand USD on Binance here. Like I said, falling wedge pattern. We're going to take a measure target out of this pattern here, right? Measure target, which is the opening of the pattern. And then put this on top of just pick a breakout point at this time because, we're just picking a random breakout point. This does not mean it's going to necessarily break out or break down at a certain point. This is just to take a sample measurement, okay? Let's just say, for example, this does not necessarily have to happen. It's most likely not going to happen by next week. So if it actually breaks out by next week's candle, we have a measure move of about 78 cents. Just in that range, 78 cents, right? Of course, like I said, I don't want you guys to misunderstand. This does not mean that it's going to break out by next week and we're going to go to 78 cents, magically. This is a measure target. It is an estimate only. There is, it could be over, under, and it probably won't get there right away. Let's take a look into some key price levels between the price action now and that upside target. Immediately here, we have the weekly 21 and the 50 SMA between about 47 cents to about 59 cents, coming down on the weekly basis. Monthly time frame, that moving average is way too far away for me to consider at about $1.21. That's above even the price target here. The measure move here, that is. Daily moving averages, daily 21 in the pattern, daily 50 right outside the pattern here. So but about 39 cents, that's the daily 50 SMA. Daily 200 SMA is about 52 cents. That's the orange line. So we have basically all moving averages above us, all major moving averages above us, the price action. Right. Let's take a look into the downside targets. You always got to consider the downside targets as well, because it's not an absolute, this is not an absolute game. Where there's going to be risk, and the downside key price target, the downside key price levels here, right? Correction. We are currently at about 30 cents here, right? The next key level I am really looking at, since we don't have any moving averages beneath us, we're going to have to refer back to previous price action, where I am seeing it right here. From about May 2021 to June 2021 on a weekly time frame. It's going to be about 15 cents. That would be the next major level I am looking at for support. Okay, about 15 cents. That's basically right here. Let me do a correction here. There could be support here. Let me go to the monthly time frame for a better read. Okay. So we see some at 23 cents. 23 cents. That would be this group of wick right here. Let's go to the monthly time frame. That's a better reading instead. Let's get a more consolidated reading. 23 cents. This wick right here and this candle body would be about, I think, 20 to 23 cents. I think that would be a pretty good estimate of the next key level for support. Just referring back to this group of candles here for price action, right? It's going to be a range, not going to be an exact value, in my opinion. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. About the 20 to 23 cents area. That will be the next key price levels range to be paying attention to. Could also refer to, let's see if that has any confluence with this bottom trend line here. No, this bottom trend line here will give us at least 15 cents. So it looks like there could be some support between where the price action now and the bottom trend line here at about 15 cents, and that goes lower, right? So 23 cents is the next key range, 20 to 23 cents. So that's basically what I'm looking at. Now, I don't have any SAND token, but I will open positions if I see a good setup. But if you guys want to continue seeing SAND updates, do drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will do a follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. So that wraps it up for this video here. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of the day.